and welcome back to another episode of The Square Room. My name is Jonelle.
I'm Deswayne.
Okay, before we go any further, I need to point out the elephant in the room. He matched with me.
I'm cute.
Yellow is your color.
It is.
Well, it's not your color.
She just told me I'm cute. You guys heard it, right?
Definitely didn't say that. No, like yellow's like your favorite color.
It is most definitely my favorite color.
Like
That's why you're wearing it.
Black people look good in yellow. No, I'm wearing yellow because I look good in yellow too.
Oh, I thought it was because it was my favorite color.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, he showed up today and I was like, ooh, this is awkward. But then he pointed out that mine is more mustard.
It is.
Yours isn't like a sunny yellow. Yours is it's
I call it true yellow.
Sure. It has more of like a golden undertone to
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Well, anyways, I think yellow looks great on you.
Thank you.
Looks
I
better
think
on
you
me,
look
but
decent.
you know what? From you, I'll take that. I'll take it. I'm not gonna be too picky.
Good.
So you and I are used to hearing each other speak
All the time.
We're used to hearing our friends and family and peers speak.
God.
But did you know that sometimes some people, like a lot of our audience, because most of our audience is from the United States of America, and Americans recently took a poll and voted the Canadian accent as the 4th sexiest accent in the world.
That's impossible.
I think when they broke down only women, it wasn't in the top for women, but it was 4th for men, and then like it evened out to 4th for men and women. But yeah.
Why?
You're asking, I'm not an American.
Hello. You guys are so weird.
Why would you changing the tone of your voice affect the accent?
Because they don't speak properly.
Who's they?
Americans.
Oh, I thought you meant like people from Toronto.
No.
Because they didn't say Toronto. They just
This
said
is
Canadian.
Yeah. No, I just meant Americans. They all sound.
But then I'm like, oh my gosh, like what part of the country? Because, you know, it like varies.
That's true. I've actually never.
It could not be a Newfie accent. I'm sorry if you're from Newfoundland. Like, there's no way. That's
I was actually going to say the only place that, like, to me, where I can tell where someone's from is Newfies. Like, they just sound different.
Mm-hmm. You don't understand them. The thing is, Newfies are always like a good time. They're good people, but like slow down, because it's not only their accent, like they talk so quickly that you're just like,
I think they're so fake.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's just the people I work
are
with.
Fake?
Yeah. Like when I first started working there, like there's a couple of people who'd be like, ugh, she's definitely a Newfie, and I never knew what that meant. But the more I worked there, I'm like, are all of you guys like this?
Really?
Yeah,
What
man.
I know about Newfies is like they're a good time. They love to drink and just have fun and like, you know.
But they're just a bunch of female dogs sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you have more interactions with them than me. So if y'all want to come for him, that's him, not me. We don't share the same views. Okay. I know we're kind of like coming in hot here, but I don't know how else to break it to you.
Jesus.
Actually, no, I'm gonna pose it as a question first before I tell you
Okay.
what I know as fact.
Okay.
What would you describe as a sophisticated way to lose your virginity? Like a someone of a high class, rich, famous, royal. Like, how do you imagine them to lose their virginity?
If we're going to royal, right? I expect you to be having some tea with some biscuits with a nice young lad, talking about absolutely nothing of importance, really, because you don't know what to do with yourself. Then maybe you guys go for a nice stroll with your securities on the beach,
of course,
watching the sunset.
Oh, so you're assuming that so let's say this is a young man losing his virginity. You assume that she's also of high status.
Yes,
because he would never.
Why would he do that to a commoner? Ugh. Please don't.
You don't want the poor to rub off.
Come on now.
Right. Okay.
And then I believe that's like in my brain, like royalty, you have to like really get consent. Like, I would like to have sex with you.
Honestly,
is that okay?
I think maybe like little like Prince George in the future, but like I think back in the day, royalty is like they're so used to everything being handed to them, like it's kind of assumed. Like the way I would imagine like a royal
That
or
would make
high
sense.
status man losing his virginity is like the partner's not satisfied.
No, obviously not. It's not about them.
It's just a couple pumps and he's like, oh, that was amazing. And like, you know, maybe like leaves her a tip or something. Because like he doesn't know how
or
to. Or
like at a sex party with your rich friends.
Yeah.
Like,
or something like wild.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't think of it that way.
It's either going to be very entitled or very like wild and entitled.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fair enough.
Like that's how I've imagined it. I feel like nowadays it's probably more, you know, because you don't want scandals. The internet's everywhere.
That's what I was
phone
thinking.
that you could be recording. But back in the day, I don't think the royals were.
No, not at all. You're right.
Very chivalrous.
Yeah. Okay, I take that back.
Yeah. Well, listen, we know Prince Harry is like.
That's the guy married to the black girl.
Meghan Markle, yes.
Are you allowed to call him Prince Harry? He's not a prince no more. He's got kicked out.
Prince. This is still Prince
He's Harry. He's Harry.
Well, Harry is writing a memoir called Spare. And in this memoir, he opened up about losing his virginity. Which is why I wanted to know like how you would have imagined it. Do you want to change your answer at all?
No, because I feel like he lost it very loserish.
Why do you say that?
I don't know.
Prince Harry, like even now, but like he was like the hot one back then.
Yeah, but he's still
like if anyone is
loserish.
gonna be like a princess, like oh my god, like you want to be Harry's girl. Did. That's what I'm saying.
And now
because
you're the frog.
What? They're happy.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh my god. Hopefully they are. I wish them nothing but happiness.
First of all, not the princess and the frog reference when we're talking about a black woman.
What else am I? Mermaid? I can't say that.
You know, there's controversy with that too of the Black Little Mermaid.
Hey man, I'm just going with what Disney told me.
That white is right.
I didn't say that.
Oh, sorry, I was reading between the lines.
Oh, okay.
No, Prince Harry lost his virginity to an older woman.
Yes.
In a field.
Okay.
Behind a pub.
I'm sorry, what?
Older woman. In a field. Behind a pub. Young Prince Harry.
There's a field. A cornfield.
I mean, why are you
There's
saying?
A pub.
No one's pub.
Pub, like bar. Ooh.
A bar.
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. I said
bar.
No drinking.
I know what you're.
There's a bar in a field behind, and then him and the older woman as a prince. This is why he's not prince.
He also went on to say that she treated him like a young stallion.
Of course.
And he wrote. Sorry, I'm trying to like get into the vibe. He wrote, "I mounted her quickly."
Jesus Christ. Jesus. I don't think he knows we don't use those words. In good, like you don't use that unless you're talking about something you shouldn't be talking about.
Well, he said, "I mounted her quickly, after which she spanked my ass and sent me away."
You know what? They do that over there, so yeah.
The first comment I see is, he should just shut up.
Yeah, I can understand that comment because.
But it makes sense mounting because he said that she treated him like a young stallion.
Yeah. But
shouldn't she mount the stallion?
She should.
What in the PCM is going on? But
Would you read this memoir?
No. Only because like
seems like a loser.
No, I love Prince Harry. Okay. Don't say that.
No, I was asking.
You were implying.
No, I was just asking if that's why.
Oh, no. It's just because like I'm not like that into the royal family.
Neither is he. Yeah, that was too easy.
That was good. That was good. Yeah. No, but no, I wouldn't. But like I'd read like little excerpts like this.
I would have just kept scrolling.
I would just like, I don't know, but I guess that's the thing. Like he's a real person. Like he does his own thing, kind of like his mom, Princess Diana. So
I think that's the problem. I think they've had I think there's stuff we don't know, and the family just had enough of him, and this was like.
I think he had enough of them because the royal family is so.
They have to be so.
Listen, our British viewers, sorry, not sorry. Like it's not with the pinky up.
Do you actually know why people used to put up their pinky?
Wasn't it like a class thing? Like
No.
you were drinking your tea and...
No. That's what everybody thinks. No.
Was this like your Coke pinky or something?
Something like that. There was like something they used to eat with their tea and stuff.
Okay.
And it had like a dip, and they would use their pinky, and they didn't want their pinky all over the glass after they dipped.
Oh.
So they rose it. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Usually I'm the one with the random facts.
Yeah.
No, I love that though.
I told my girlfriend that this week, and...
Oh, this is a new fact that you just learned.
No, I learned it like a couple months ago.
Oh.
I didn't care to share it with people, though.
Oh, you wanted to keep it close to your heart.
Yeah. You know, you feel good that you know something.
It's just to share the knowledge.
No.
As a community, we need to, educate ourselves.
Oh, you're being serious?
Mostly.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Whatever. I just think that that's definitely not... Because I'm just like, royalty, like, was his security nearby?
Obviously not. Maybe a 1-2. Maybe, and because they grew up with him.
But that's the thing. If they weren't there, where were they?
No, they were definitely
when he was
there.
behind a pub.
They were there.
Not like they weren't doing their job.
Maybe it was like Princess Diaries when you sneak off and they don't know, and you're like, "Hey, where'd you go?" And you're like, nowhere. Don't worry, Bob. We're good."
I don't know. I'm just like, that's just not how I imagined it. I imagined like some sort of like wild sex party.
Yeah.
Or like you said, like a private moment, but like not that.
I wonder who she is. I wonder how she feels now.
I wonder how much older.
Very much older.
Like, I imagine he was like a teenager.
Like 19, 20.
You think he was 19, 20?
Yeah.
I would assume younger. That's some royal peen.
There's no drinking laws over there? Age?
He wasn't in the pub. He was behind it.
I assume he went to the pub, met her at the pub.
And then also, I think that when you're a royal, like, you don't want to be like seen like in the pub. Like, I'm sure like he was able to drink within the confines of the castle.
Yeah, but now that makes it even more confusing because if you weren't in the pub, where were you that you met this lady to go fuck behind the pub?
Yeah, it's like, how do they know each other? How did the relationship start?
Yeah.
Was it purely sexual? Like, do you still think about her? You're like, yeah, I'm your
Of
young
course he does.
stallion. Like,
Of course he does. Yeah. Changed his life forever.
So many questions.
Yeah.
I wonder if he goes more in depth. Maybe I will buy the memoir. I'm just saying, I'm curious. You know you're curious too, because you're curious enough that if I read it, you would ask me, but like you're not curious enough to read it yourself. So you're curious.
I'm not curious.
You just don't want to do the work.
I don't. Guess what?
That's very vague. Guess what about what?
Guess what?
Chicken butt. I don't know.
Close. Men's butt.
Close.
So we spoke about this before. Bear with me. I'm going through some things.
What?
You and I have spoke about sex clubs.
Yes.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And I recently went to one. Now, a sex club is not a strip club. That's the first thing they told me. So that's the first thing I'm telling you guys.
Wait, they at the club told you this? Okay.
They do not provide you entertainment. That's your business, not theirs. Sex club, strip club, two different things.
Okay.
All right. Now, let's start from the beginning.
Please do.
So
I'm like, here's my drink. Like, I want to hear it all.
So me and my girlfriend decide we're going to go to a sex club.
Mm-hmm.
Her birthday. Why not?
Happy birthday to you, girl.
So everything's okay. We're going to go around this time. We went out for dinner first, blah, 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 blah. All right. Now it's time to get ready for the sex club. I can tell
so you went out to dinner, then went home.
Then we went back to the hotel, chilled a little bit, got ready, then sex club.
Okay.
So I can tell she's a little bit nervous because she's asking questions that I don't know the answer to. And I know you know. I don't know.
Okay.
But you're nervous.
Mm-hmm.
As we're driving,
Fair.
She tells me she's nervous. I know you're nervous. All right. We get there. I go inside first, talking to the lady. You know, she's like, okay, is it just you? I'm like, no. She's like, okay, this is how much it's going to be. This is what has to happen. But, she needs to come too so I can lay everything out.
But where was she then?
In the car. She needed a moment.
Oh. This club would have allowed you in on your own? Because I know some of them don't allow single
certain
men.
nights.
Oh, you're right. But this was... Oh, okay.
So...
Fair.
So I proceed to go
I'm
to
like,
the car.
why am I like nervous for you to tell me?
I go to the car. I get her, and then we go inside. Go inside. The lady's like, okay, these are the rules, kind of thing. This is how much it is. Write your name here. Blah blah blah.
Okay, so what were the rules? This is not a strip club. We're not providing entertainment.
So far, that's the only rule we got.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it was pay. Didn't ask for ID. There was no like there's no real waiver where it's like, okay, we have to go over these set of rules before you sign.
Did she ask, like, is this your first time?
She did.
Okay.
And then it was, do you want a membership? This is how much a membership it is. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. All right. Sign our names. Cool. Email address. Awesome. Have a great time. Somebody will be out. They'll bring you in and show you around. Okay, cool. First thing I will say, it is clean as fuck. Clean as fuck.
I mean, I would assume it had to be. Yeah.
I thought it would be kind of clean, but it was clean as fuck.
No, because when you get into like bodily fluids and stuff, you don't want.
I didn't think that far into it.
No, but that's good. Okay, yeah. We're off to a good start.
So we walk in. This lady brings us in. I don't remember her name. She brings us in. Here's the bathroom. Here's the other bathroom. First thing she tells us is nobody can touch you without your consent. Period. Even to talk to you, they need your consent, kind of thing. Okay, no problem. Here's this room. This room is the like dance room, but it's under renovation right now, blah, blah, blah. So it's not being used. We're only using this side. Okay. There's the bar. By the way, you can have sex anywhere in here. Doesn't matter where. Okay. So you mean I could be getting a drink and somebody's fucking right beside me? Yes. Okay, cool.
I can't survive in an environment like that. I wouldn't be. I'd be like, no.
The locker room area is open. It's just one open locker room area. It's not like a girl's locker room, like just open. When
you say open, you mean like it's just unisex?
Co-ed.
Or it's
yes.
But there's a door. No, it's just an area in the corner.
Yes.
Wow.
There's a staff that's always there, and they're the only ones who have a key to the locker. So you don't have your own lock. You can't put a key on it. Nothing.
Okay, how do you know? How does
so they will assign you a locker and put it on your wristband, the locker number. So when you go, you show them the locker number.
I guess that makes sense because some people wear nothing, and then like, where are you going to put the key?
Exactly.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
So, like Joe said, some people wear nothing, some people wear everything. All right. Over here is the couple section. Only couples are allowed over here.
Okay.
AKA to fuck. It's just like beds and stuff now.
Right. Couples, but also like swingers and stuff too.
Only if
with consent
you're invited in. So for example, if me and my girlfriend are there and you want to enter that room, like it's not even a room, it's an open space. Like
right, but I can't just join you. I have to like
yeah, of course. And you can't just come in there and chill.
Right.
Only couples. Like if me and her want to sit in there and do nothing.
Like me and like my person can't come and just encroach on your space. Like you guys have to invite us in.
No, you and your person can come in and catch a spot next to us and do what you're doing.
Okay.
So, all right, that's the couple section. Then we have an orgy section where anybody can go there. Couples can go there. Anybody can go there.
Singles, couples, anybody.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But it's open to people who want to do orgies. Okay.
So wait, an orgy is not
necessarily
because it's more than a threesome, foursome.
Yes,
like
but
we're
it
saying
doesn't
like a 5
mean,
or more.
It doesn't mean that like for example, me and my girlfriend are in there. You and your partner come in there, and you guys want to have sex. Go for it. Another couple comes in there, and they want to have sex. Go for it. It doesn't mean we're all having sex with each other.
So, but then how is that different from the couple section where like me and like my partner can come right beside you and your partner?
A single person can come in the orgy section and just
okay
chill or whatever.
Just chill.
Whatever.
Okay.
We'll get to the whatever. So
okay.
There's 2 big sections of the orgy section. While she's talking to us, people are doing these shits. People are doing.
Well, she's explaining, but you're seeing live.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's 3 or 4 doors that are private. So if you're not comfortable with open area, you can go in there if it's open, or you at a third, whatever.
Okay.
Nobody's allowed to knock on the door. Staff is not allowed to knock on the door. There's no time limit for you being in that room. First come, first serve. That's it.
Staff's not allowed to knock on
Nope.
the door? But what if, like, for safety, like...
That's what I thought, but I didn't ask.
Okay.
Nobody's allowed to knock on the door.
So
Now,
it's something that, like, when it's occupied, it's very clear that it's occupied?
that's it. Like, the door's closed, don't even try.
Oh, okay.
Don't fidget with the hand. Like, don't.
Okay. Wow.
They have, I don't know what those rooms are called. So, let's say a girl would be in there, but half of her lower half is outside. Like, she'll be laying on her back on a table, but there's a wall with just her legs can fit through, kind of thing. And her legs will be in the air, like, chained to something.
I've seen a porn like that.
Yes, there's plenty.
Like, it's funny because I don't watch much porn, but I've seen that, like, years ago. You know, like, some of them stick with you?
out, yep.
Because I was like, what is this? It was, like, some sort of, like, European thing.
Yes.
And, like, there's a girl's, it's, like, almost like a glory hole. And, like, some of them are, like, bent over. Some of them are on their back. And you can just come.
Do your thing and go about your business.
And then go.
Yeah. They have sections like that.
With who are the girls, though? Do they
Whoever
work
wants
there?
to go in there.
Or they
No.
just,
Yeah.
she's like, I could come off the streets,
Yeah.
hop in there and be like, open for business.
Yeah.
Okay.
If me and
wow.
you, like me and you are partners, you can go in there and I can be doing the
with
thing
your partner.
with you.
It doesn't need to be like
No,
randoms.
no.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, damn.
So there's quite a few of those around.
Okay.
There's a guy there with toys like whips and stuff. And if you want, he will like chain you to like one of those cross looking things.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So quite a few girls around that. He had the paddles and stuff like that. And, you know, you let him know how much you can take kind of thing.
Did he have like the whips like that?
Oh, my God. Yes, he did.
Like the slave master whip?
Yeah. Me and my girlfriend were kissing and all we hear is whoosh. And we're like it shook the whole room. And I'm looking at I'm looking at the girl like.
You went back to your ancestry,
how
eh?
did,
You were like,
literally. And I'm looking at the girl like, how did she take that? But it wasn't, he didn't hit her with it like that. He was just doing that. Whoosh thing. Yeah. All right. Explanation's done. Cool.
Is there music playing?
Low music, yeah.
Okay.
Not
so
like.
It's not like a club where you have to be like yelling. Because you said there was like a dance section. So that's why I was like.
Yeah, no. It's not a club that you have to be yelling. So that's the explanation. Lady's gone. All right, cool. Go to the locker, put some of our stuff down.
And sorry, I'm assuming low lighting, dark, or not dark, but like dim.
Dim, but not dark. You can still see everything and yeah.
Okay.
So
like romantic? Not romantic. Sexy?
Sexy.
Okay,
sexy,
sorry,
not romantic.
Yeah, that's not romantic. No.
Romance don't live here.
I meant like, you know what I'm saying, the lighting. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm.
All right, put some of our stuff in the locker. Let's go get a drink. Go to the bar, get a drink. Chilling by the bar, just talking. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, we can't see anybody who's making noise. But there's a group of guys in one section. Okay. Dicks are out. Some dicks aren't out. Okay. I know she's intrigued because I see her keep kind of like, okay, do you want to go see? So she's like, yeah. So by the time we go see, most of the guys are gone. But there's this one guy still there. Okay, so we sit behind him. And so we're looking at his bare butt. And there's a girl's legs in the air on one of those things.
So you can only see like her from torso down.
Yes. But her legs are in the air. So torso up.
Whoa.
Yeah. And there's a guy having sex with her. Okay. There's another guy watching and masturbating. Okay. So this guy is going all out. This, that. She's moaning. We're watching this for about maybe 15 minutes. In my head, I'm like, isn't she tired? Because you were doing this before we got a drink. Aren't you tired? Isn't your vagina in some kind of pain that you're like, okay, whoa, give me a break. Anyway, so she does that. And then he proceeds to eat her out. Now I'm like, sir, I hope you know this lady because this is not okay with me. This is not okay with me.
You wouldn't eat out a stranger?
No.
Who just got like a train ran on them?
You see what I'm saying?
Well, but you said, okay. You saw the a bunch of guys around, but you
exactly. I didn't see anybody else.
You only saw him and her.
Exactly.
So they could have just been there enjoying the show because you said some peepees were out and some peepees were not.
Exactly.
Out. So like they could have just been peeping toms like you 100%. And your girlfriend. Like, you know, you guys are just like intrigued, but like not trying to get in on the action. Yeah. Okay.
So I left it alone because of that very same thought. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. That's not my business.
And some people are just real freaks. So he's like, yeah, I met you tonight, but
so be it.
Let me just
exactly. And she's gonna take it
because she's like, my vagina's tired.
I want a break. Exactly. I'm glad you had the same thought I did.
I love when we, you know what I'll say? I love when we do this thing where we like rationalize like stupidity.
Absolute stupidity.
And like, I wonder if like people understand what we're doing or if it's just like
it's just stupid.
If they're just like, why are you like they walking?
No, they're 100% thinking that. Like, why are they breaking?
You don't think
down?
They understand that we're being sarcastic?
No, I don't think so. I don't think some of them understand. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because I think that's my thing. Like sometimes I'm sarcastic and people don't realize.
Yeah, I think that's what most of this is. Now that you say it, they're probably like, okay.
It was just a bit, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now we're watching this. A guy's walking by. He sits beside me. He's like, "Do you mind if I sit here?" I'm like, "No, go for it." And he's like, "Oh, like, you know, is this your guys' first time here?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, I can tell. Like, you guys look kind of uncomfortable, blah blah, ha ha ha, he." He's like, "Yeah, I think he said this is his second or third time here." Mm-hmm. He's like, "How are you guys finding it?" He's making small talk, no problem. I'm on code red. No.
Why? Because of the small talk?
Because of the small talk. What do you want from me, sir? This is stranger danger.
He wants that ass. And I'm not talking about your girlfriends.
He wanted that ass.
Yours?
So.
He actually wanted that ass?
So, we'll get there.
Okay,
we'll get there.
What were you wearing? Shit, you got the cheeks out.
At this point, I was wearing full jeans, a long sleeve shirt. Like, I was fully clothed.
Well, he liked what he saw.
So, okay, cool. He's sitting there. He's there for like 5-10 minutes. Just like small talk and stuff. Like, oh, what's your name? What's her name? My name is this. Whatever. I get it.
What was his name?
Mateo, I believe.
Okay, Mateo.
I think it was something like that. So, okay, cool. He's like, I guess he realized, okay, these guys, you know, they need some time to settle in. So he's like, okay, if you guys need anything, let me know. I'll be around. You know, however you guys want to do things, we can take it slow. Whatever you're comfortable with, just let me know.
Okay, Mateo.
And now I'm like,
we can take it slow?
Thank you, sir. Bye.
You're like, no, Mateo, we can take it slow, not we.
Thank you. So,
but
Thank you.
So
that's nice of you. Thank you.
That's so nice.
Thank you, Mateo. I appreciate it.
I would have left at that point. I'd be like, thank you so much, Mateo. I'll be right back. And I just get in my car and don't come back.
So now my girlfriend's like, oh, you know, we can go in the couple section and we can, you know, da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to the locker, take off some clothes. I'm in my shorts. I have a white T-shirt on. I was going to say a wife beater, but I can't say that anymore. I have a tee on.
White beater is it was not the T-shirt. It's the tank top.
Yeah.
What's the other
Jamaican term?
No,
that's the only one
North
I know.
American.
I don't know.
Not a marina.
I don't know.
Vest. Undershirt. I will go under undershirt. Yeah, I had an undershirt on and my shorts, and she had a dress on, but she had some lingerie under it. Mm-hmm. So they give you fresh towels, as many as you want, whatever. So she grabbed a towel, wrapped it around herself. I just had a towel over my shoulder. So we go in the couples section. Actually, first we walked around everywhere just to get our own look. Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So
you gotta scope out the scene and.
Okay, I need you to picture this with me.
Okay.
So
I'm visioning.
In front of you, there's
my eyes closed or open.
Whatever makes you vision it better.
Okay.
So in front of you, there's a section with waist height walls, right?
Okay.
In that section, there are 4 beds, but really big beds, like king size beds. So it's a big area.
Okay.
There's 2 beds on the left, 2 beds on the right.
Okay. I'm picturing Madeline.
Almost like that.
You know,
yes,
the girls'
perfect.
rooms like
perfect. So picture the last 2 beds.
Yeah, but just not a row of beds. Just
and the wall is waist height.
Okay.
But the wall on the right side is a full wall.
Huh?
The 2 beds here.
Yeah.
This is a full wall.
Yeah, behind the beds.
No, beside.
Oh, in between?
So
I'm confused. Okay. I feel like I'm looking at the beds from the side, right?
Yes.
There's the waist height wall. Say this is the wall.
And this is the opening to get into the beds.
Right.
Yes. So you have the aisle.
Yeah.
2 beds here, 2 beds here.
Yeah. Okay.
The right side, there's a wall here.
Okay.
Right? So a tall wall, regular wall.
Yeah.
And then it goes waist height here to the entrance.
Okay.
And then waist height all the way around. The back wall
is tall as well.
Okay. But it has a big window.
Oh.
That you can see over on the other side and they can see on your side.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So the couple section.
What's on the other side?
The other side is like just a big open area with random beds together.
Okay.
But the beds are like mats, like the feeling of mat texture. Like, in gym, you have the mats.
Easy cleanup. That's
exactly.
Why.
And that's what she told us. Yeah, that's why. So there's like a whole bunch of them together in the middle and then like a bench around.
Okay.
That's on the other side of the wall.
Oh, that actually sounds kind of cool.
It is. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So in the aisle against the wall at the back, there's a small table with condoms and stuff like that.
Safety
all right,
first.
cool.
Yep.
No problem. So me and girlfriend go over there.
You and girlfriend, okay.
Me and girlfriend go over there, start kissing, start touching, start doing our thing. Mm-hmm. I'm doing my thing. She's enjoying my thing. Oh, did you see that? I didn't want you to see that. I'm sorry. I didn't want you to see that. That wasn't meant for you.
We're like right beside each other.
That wasn't meant for you. I saw you slowly start to turn your head. So
you tried to wrap it up real quick.
Yeah.
Who was it meant for them?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. So I'm doing my thing, and then, oh God, I made a mistake of opening my eyes.
Okay.
There was about 7 guys beating their dick from the outside of the wall because they can't come in the couple section.
Oh, but they were just watching you.
They're
guys?
just watching and beating their dick.
Wait, so you guys were having sex at this point?
No.
What were you doing?
We were having oral sex.
You were performing?
Yes.
And 7
I counted. That's how I felt. I opened my eyes, I seen 2 or 3 and I was like, what the hell? Cuz you don't hear footsteps. You're not hearing people coming.
I would be so scared. Like a jump scare. Like, oh my God.
So, in order for me not to see, I was like, you know what, Des? Lay on your back and put her on your face. No problem. So that's what I did. As I do that,
at this point was she noticing?
She doesn't notice a damn thing because she doesn't care. She didn't care.
Okay.
So
no, that's good. At least she didn't feel comfortable.
I'm laying on my back and I hear Mateo's voice.
Mateo's back. I forgot about Mateo.
Do you guys mind if I join?
I can't.
If we didn't mind, Mateo, we would have found you. If we didn't mind, we would not have been in the couple section. Mateo.
I actually can't.
Mateo. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God.
So I didn't answer. She answered because I'm occupado right now.
Mm-hmm.
And
in your head, you were answering though.
In my head, I was cussing. How dare you? How dare you? We're having a romantic time here, sir.
What did she say?
She's like, no, it's okay. We're good. So he leaves.
Okay. Fair answer.
Now he's outside the wall beating his things.
He's like, okay, I'm going to just be right here.
Yeah. So now she's like, okay, babe, let me give you head. All right, cool.
Oh, no.
She starts.
Mateo's definitely going to want to get in on that.
I'm laying down and she proceeds to go give me head.
Mm-hmm. You haven't moved position. She just moved.
Yeah. I made the mistake of opening my eyes. Me and this big black guy.
No. I feel like tonight in your stories, I'm going to keep hearing, I made the mistake of opening my eyes. I love it. Keep going.
So I open my eyes And like my head is to the side, right? So my head is this way.
Yeah.
And the first thing I see is a big black guy.
Like just
dreads,
like the way you locked eyes with me.
Just a big black guy lock eyes with me as he's beating his dick.
Did you lock eyes with it too, or just him?
I looked at him and I saw his hand moving, so automatically I looked down and I looked back up at him. I promise you, Joe.
Tess, I'm starting to tear up.
I've never been so soft in my life. I've never been so soft in my life. To the point where girlfriend was like, okay, you know, maybe let's stop. Let's get a drink. Because she was like, this is going nowhere.
Yeah.
It can't. They're beating their dick and looking me in my eye. That.
Oh, so maybe it wasn't even like her.
So.
Because why are they looking at you in your eyes?
It turned out that night was by night.
Mateo.
Now, spicy. I did my research. I knew that. I thought she knew that. And that's why she was asking to go that night.
But I thought you were going just for her birthday.
Exactly.
So she
sent me the link to the place, right? So I'm thinking, okay, you know, she did her research and she wants to go here. Cool. No problem. Nope. She only sent me the link. Didn't do any investigating whatsoever. I went on the website. I went on YouTube to see what the place looked like. I went on other things. I went on comments. I looked at everything because I knew what I was up for.
Did you though?
I was not prepared. I was ill prepared. I sound like a robot shutting down just now.
That's like the perfect. I think you actually are shutting down.
That's how ill prepared I was. Joe, I was scared. I wasn't scared. Okay, I was scared because there's so many dicks everywhere.
Please.
If there were more women, I would kind of be okay with it. If there were more couples, I'd be cool with it. But it was a lot of single men with dicks just out. So we go get a next drink. Okay. Well, I get her a drink. We share the drink because I'm driving. So we go. We're chilling by the bar. We're talking as we're going to the bar, and you know, there's this girl there with her partner, I guess. And they're having conversation with the next guy, and she's just stroking his cock. Okay. No problem. You can do that anywhere.
We're like a casual hand job.
Mid conversation, why not?
Why not?
Who wasn't like that? So now we're at the bar, we're chilling there. And a next guy comes over by the bar where we are, but he's not talking to us. He's just standing there. This guy is watching the girl beat the other guy off and staring at them, stroking his cock. I'm like, I need to move sections because there's
a lot of voyeurism.
To me, that is wrong.
See, here's the thing. Like, you know how you said, like, you guys made your rounds, like, to look and explore and whatever? Like, I would totally do that, too, but, like, I wouldn't do that, like, getting aroused. I do it, like, out of, like, curiosity.
That's what it was.
Oh, my God. Like,
no. He was doing it, like, staring at them, like, stroke. And I'm like, I can't sit here anymore. Can we move? So we move. We go to the next section. We're walking around, okay?
Where's your friend, Mateo?
I don't care. I don't care at this point. Please, Mateo, don't. I didn't know it was Mateo that came because when he came to ask, I know because of his voice.
Right.
But she confirmed it later on, like, yeah, it was him.
Yeah, but I mean, again, you knew.
So.
Especially since he was like, you know, give you guys some time. We'll see you later.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, perfect. They're ready. No! So, okay, we go.
That scream.
She's like, okay, you know, let's try again. Let's, you know, blah, blah. Because she can tell I'm fucking uncomfortable beyond. Mm-hmm. So, okay, cool. We go into a section. We go into the orgy section. As soon as we walk in there, older couple walks there. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no.
Well, how much older?
Like, maybe 60s.
I kind of love that for them, though.
No, good for them. No.
Yeah, I love that for them.
and my problem is, personally, and this might be biased, I felt like my girlfriend was the best looking one there.
Oh, of course. I would hope.
So, no, if there's somebody better, I would be like, oh, there's this girl. I was fired. But I feel like she was the best looking one there, and that also drew the attention to us.
Okay.
Because people were like, "Oh, where are they going next? Oh, because they're not done." So I kind of, they're like little, in the club, you know how you guys feel in the club when guys are like swarming around? Yeah.
Oh, you felt that?
Oh my God. Oh. Like, get a life, please.
Oh my God,
it's the most uncomfortable thing ever.
Being a bad bitch in a club.
It was very uncomfortable. I didn't like it.
Oh my God, love that for you.
I don't love it. I hate it. Here. So we go into the room.
Here, you mean hate it there?
There. We go into the room, and immediately I'm like, no, can we get out, please?
Because of the older couple.
Because the older couple, and I can feel
Mateo
presences.
Or dreads.
Yeah.
All of them.
It was mostly dreads that were bothering me. Like, Mateo, get the fuck away from me. But dreads was just like, we locked eyes. That's the problem. And he didn't stop. If he locked eyes and quickly looked away, he just stared at me, and I didn't like that.
He's kind of asserting a little dominance.
I didn't like it.
You know, when I was getting my dog trained, the trainer said that if he does something bad and I say no,
look him in the eye.
And don't break it until he does.
Yeah, I broke.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, he was asserting his dominance.
I don't like
with
it.
With his
here.
dick out. In your direction.
You're looking at me, beating your dick. Because if I didn't look away, that means I consent. I don't consent.
Yeah, because if you continued to lock eyes, he would have been like...
Yeah. No, don't let me relive it. Okay, so now...
I'm sorry, this is an amazing start to the new year. I just have to say, thank you so much for sharing.
So you remember that wall with the glass I was talking about? Mm-hmm. So we're on the other side of that wall where there's like a bench.
The bench that goes around.
All right, cool. Mm-hmm. So we're there. While being there, looking straight ahead is another one of those leg thingies up.
Okay.
But I don't think it was legs up. I think it was like head out. I don't fucking know what it was.
Okay.
Now, I see a black guy there. He has a towel around him. You know when someone's changing in front of you, you hold the towel like this?
Mm-hmm. Like when you're at like a beach or like a water park.
Open area.
To cover someone, yeah.
He's thrusting, but the towel is around him.
Right, which is why you don't know if it was head, shoulders, knees, or toes.
But I don't see legs in the air.
Right.
So okay, cool, no problem. So he's doing that. Okay, cool. There's another guy, like a brown guy, older brown guy beside him, masturbating. But the guy can't see in the towel. You're just watching thrusting.
Hey.
No problem.
Well, if it does it for him.
There's a big mat right behind the black guy, and a white guy is sitting on there masturbating. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mind my business. So the glass that was here is the couple section. Mm-hmm. Girlfriend's looking over. There's a black couple in there about to have sex. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she's watching. I look back to where the black guy was, or this other black guy, not the same black guy.
Not the towel thruster.
Yes, I'm looking at towel thruster.
Okay.
Towel
not dreads. Towel thruster.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So towel thruster, he's walking away and fixing his towel, but I don't see any legs or anything.
Oh. Okay.
Brown guy's walking away. An older white couple comes out of that room.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. Older white guy was in the room with older white lady, and the white lady was in the thing.
You don't know.
I'm assuming, because I was hearing her moan, but I'm just assuming.
She could be like a DP situation.
That's what I was assuming. So older white couple comes over to the big mat that's right in front of me.
Okay. And
they start fucking. Like.
This is the same older couple from the orgy room? Or a different older couple?
Different older couple.
Okay.
There's old couples here. And they are fucking.
Old people are horny, I'm telling you. You know, like nursing homes, like STD spread like
I can
wildfire.
believe that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they're very fit old people.
Good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they would have to be with all these friggin' activities that they're
girlfriend's
doing.
watching.
Girlfriend's watching the black couple
all of
in
the
the
above.
Oh.
All of the above.
Eyes are going everywhere.
Yeah, she's very interested. I'm very like stranger danger. So
You're
while
just
that's going
on high alert.
There's a group of 4 people. Mm-hmm. I say people because I don't know what they identify as.
Sure.
And I don't want to get it wrong. But
I mean, you've been gendering people this whole time, so why?
Because
stop now.
This was very clear.
Oh, wait, okay.
So there were what seemed like men, but they were wearing like skirts.
Masculine. Were they masculine presenting or feminine presenting?
Feminine.
Okay.
And so there was a group of 4 of them.
Okay.
And we were sitting behind them. We were sitting beside them when we were watching the original sexcapade happening.
Okay.
With the legs in the air.
Oh, the original one.
Yes.
Okay.
So they were beside us then when Mateo first tried to talk to me. So now, like, they're all over the place now, moving. One of them got strapped to the thingy and was getting the paddle.
Okay.
So now we're sitting there. So older couples having sex here. White guy is over here beating his dick to older couple having sex.
Okay.
Across over here is 2 of the 4.
Okay, 2 of the 4. You said there were 4. Yeah.
And they were just talking at first, and then they started making out. One of them sat on the other one's lap. This one was wearing a skirt, and then you can tell there's some shifting going on.
Okay.
So you guys are about to fuck. While they are fucking, there is an older brown guy, maybe in his 70s. I don't know. He whispered something to them, which I figured it's, can I touch or whatever. And he starts like rubbing the one that's riding. The one that's riding, he starts rubbing their back.
Oh, okay.
And like giving them a little slap on the butt thing while he's beating his meat. And now in the couple's room, there's an older white guy and a younger looking white girl in that room. She's giving him head. Black couple over there. Black guy's eating out his girlfriend or whoever she is. And then there's so much going on.
It sounds like it. What, or you guys are still just watching at this point?
I'm just watching. Girlfriend's like rubbing up my thigh, trying to get me kind of in the mood, and I'm scared.
And you're
so now, okay. She's like, I want to give you head, and I'm like, you can try. So she starts.
Where are you guys still kind of like in the middle of
We're
everything?
on the bench.
Like, why wouldn't you guys try to like go like a corner or like, I mean, I know everything's open, but as out of the way as possible, because then you could kind of block out.
That would be the orgy room. And I don't want no one to think that they can ask me nothing.
But I mean, you guys should have went back to the couples area, because at least I feel like that's the most like.
I'm the problem. I don't want to lock eyes with a guy.
So then you just need to.
That's what she was telling me the whole time. Just block it out. I can't.
Next time you guys go, you guys like bring like a blindfold, because
I will freak out even more, because now I don't know.
Well, no, like you can take it off, but like I think knowing that like
the plan was to go into the rooms, but the rooms are occupied and it's first
the
come
private
first serve.
ones,
Yeah,
and they were like occupied all night
as long as we were there. So it's like people can leave, because the lady was like, okay, if you want to go in a room and a room's open and somebody just finished in the room, one of you guys stand by the door. When you guys come get us, we'll clean the room
Wipe
and
it
everything,
down.
and then you guys can go in. But somebody stay there just so they know somebody's going to use the room. Makes sense.
Yep.
So she starts giving me head. Okay, cool. Des, clear your mind. Clear your mind. Excuse me. Can I touch?
I'm not laughing.
I was like, Joe, I have never inverted before in my life. And I swear to you.
Des, this is like.
I swear to you, Joe.
Why did you have to do the accent?
Because that's Joe, my eyes were closed. That's why I had to do the accent. Because my eyes were closed. What do you mean, can you touch? No!
Who? Can you touch who?
I don't care who. You're not touching. And I told her later on, I said, you know what? I'm not at the point of our relationship where I'm comfortable with watching another guy touch you. Like, I'm not. And I don't know if I can ever be.
Are you comfortable with someone touching you?
Joe, I'm not laughing with you. And that might have taken the cake for me. that might have been where I drew the line. What if I thought he was talking about her and I said yes, and then he starts rubbing me? I would cry.
Breathe.
And you know what's going on? Mateo sitting in the corner, watching the old people and watching us.
Mateo, I think you guys should have invited Mateo in. I really do.
I'll let her know you think that.
She's watching. She hears
you're
me.
right. You're right.
I think Mateo sounds nice. He sounds like he was considerate, and he like tried to chat you up. He tried to make you feel comfortable before sliding in.
You know what made me the most uncomfortable is the reason why he said, "Oh God, Jesus Christ." Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What made me the most uncomfortable with Mateo is when he was talking about the reason why he goes there. He was like, yeah, I come here because, you're not judged. You're not this. You're not that. And I'm like,
yes, Mateo. I love that.
My nigga, who's judging you for what?
He's a freak. Mateo just wants to be a freak in a freaky space.
I can understand that. Don't bring that freaky deaky. Mateo, don't.
You went into his territory.
You're right.
Mateo
You're right.
has been there 2-3 times.
He saw. I know he can tell by the body language, and he was reading it wrong. He was reading it as uncomfortable in terms of experience. Mm-hmm. No, Mateo. No, Mateo. No. 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 Wrong message you're reading. It's uncomfortable with everything. I'm okay with people watching me have sex. No problem.
You didn't like the eye contact.
I did not.
And the
it's not the eye contact. It's the masturbation.
So if Dreads was just staring you down,
I'm okay with that.
With his piece in his pants.
No. The second his piece is in his hand, I feel violated.
in his pants.
Oh, in his pants. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he was just like looking. And like I'd looked and we locked eyes, same intensity. We locked eyes. I probably would have gave a head nod, and if he gave one back, all right, we're cool.
What if you give a head nod and he licked his lips?
Oh my
God! You can't head nod in places like that because it could mean
you're
something
right.
else.
You're right. I gotta rethink that. You're right.
Because when you said you would give a head nod, I was like,
wagwan.
No, that's like you want to like.
No. Sorry, Dreads. Sorry, no.
That's when he reaches into the pants and takes it out because you've just given like a mini consent.
I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I didn't know that's what he was asking. I didn't know. So after my inversion, we chilled, and she was kind of like, okay, let's go into the orgy room. Nobody's really in there, and whatever. Just block out everything outside of here. Of course, people are gonna come and ask, but just block it out. No.
Wait, so the can I touch by?
Yes.
I'm not gonna name him. Are you out of your mind?
Okay. By said guy.
By the. You were trying to do an Indian accent, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was.
Okay. At least I got that because normally your accents are not good. No. Okay. So what? She responded to him, or you did?
I did.
And said,
no.
Just no?
No. Just like that. No.
Des, you can't be like appalled in your response. Just like, no, thank you.
No.
Okay. Anyways, you guys moved to the orgy room.
So we moved to the orgy room, and she can tell like I'm not feeling this. I'm not. So she's just like, okay, it's cool. Like we can go. Da da da. Now I feel kind of bad because I know you don't want to go, but we're gonna go. We're gonna go because as guys, we go through that all the time. We gotta leave places we don't want to leave for your happiness. No problem. We're getting the fuck out of here. So we're getting changed. And I can tell she's trying to like be okay with the fact that we're leaving. And she looks at the time and she's like, oh shit, it's after 1. Yeah.
What time did you guys get there?
After 10, I believe.
Oh wow. So you were there a decent amount of time.
So that's what she was, I think that's what kind of was like, oh, okay, we.
Right.
So
it felt like it was shorted to her. Meanwhile, you've been fighting for your life for the last 3 hours.
Fighting for my life.
Yeah.
All my life.
I had to fight.
So we left, and like I said, I told her, I'm like, yeah, I would go back. It's gonna take me time to get used to it. These are not the kind of porns I watch. Like, I'll click them sometimes just a click.
Oh, so now you're gonna go home and watch this type of porn to like get
into
the
okay
right
with
mindset.
It. Yeah. And I was like, if you want to
call it homework.
If you want to pull this car over and fuck in the middle of the road, I will be hard as a rock.
But
with guys looking at me beating their dick, I'm not.
Imagine you guys pulled over and on the glass you hear,
can I join?
Can I join? Room for one more?
I would die. I would die.
I love Mateo for you.
So I'm going to try and go back on a Friday night. Friday night, they have couples and single women only.
Okay.
That I think I can be okay with.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, so can I tag along with you guys? I can't even say that with a straight, like, no. We're not even going to entertain that.
Really? You said you wanted to go.
Any part of me that would have been curious has been squished like a bug by this story. And like I said, I'd be curious because, like, you know, you like, I want to like look, like not from like an arousal perspective,
free.
But just like right. But the minute someone taps me, I'm like, oh, I gotta go. No.
It was this. You know when you're playing freeze tag, and you're like, don't touch me.
No, but like, you know what, like you're just like, ugh, like it's just, my skin is crawling right now. Like,
do you want to come with us?
That is not me. I cannot.
Why not? Like,
because when y'all are in the corner doing your thing, you guys are gonna come out and be like, "Where's Joe?
So
Joe's gone. Mateo took her."
So then, don't like. For example, if you're wearing full clothes,
can I just wear a shirt that says no?
Probably. I do not consent.
You guys are going back to the same place?
Yeah, I have a membership.
You did not sign up for the membership. You signed up for the membership before you went in?
Yeah.
What does the membership entail?
Like
access a certain amount of times?
No, it's just okay. Discount.
Okay.
So single men are always $80 plus. $80 plus. Couples are $40 for the couple.
Oh.
But women are free. So if we're a couple, you're free regardless. So it would be just 40 for me. If it's me and another guy as a couple, we're both 40 for both.
Right.
Not each. 40
for both.
Yeah.
Okay. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it?
No, I get it.
Okay.
So if the three of us went, which we're not, if
it would just be 40 for me.
Technically,
because I have the membership.
Right.
But if I didn't have a membership, it would be 80 for me and you guys free.
Oh, so the membership only really benefits men.
Yes, unless you get the full package benefits.
I don't know.
Membership. There we go.
Okay.
On the website, I know it said $5.99 for the year, and I stopped reading. But if
women are always free, then like what?
I don't know if they have other perks with it. I don't know. As soon as I saw $5.99 for the year, I was stop reading because it was like I pay $80 one time, so $40 for the membership, and then $40 to get in that night. Okay. The membership lasts a whole year. Oh. So that anytime I go, it's just $40.
Oh, okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. So you can go as much or as little as you want. You already paid the $40 and you have it for the year.
Exactly. I don't know if the $5.99 include free drinks. I don't know what it includes.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't want to know. Maybe not yet. Yeah, so I
think you for sure need to go back on another bi night. You have to.
I will not go back another bi night until I'm comfortable with people beating their penis watching me do whatever I'm doing.
As a man, does it make you
uncomfortable?
No, like flattered when other men are attracted to you?
It's not really flattered. It's just whatever.
No?
No.
Because I've heard that, like, I guess, like, straight men, I should say, don't get it as much. So, like, when a bi or a gay man approaches them and, like, compliments them, even if they're like, oh, no, thank you, but, like, they, like, feel nice, like, you know? Because, like, men don't get hit on in that way that, like, a man would, you know?
I think for me, it doesn't make a difference because I've heard people like, oh, I thought you were da-da-da. And I'm like, no.
You think you're gay?
Yeah.
You think you're gay or bi?
Gay.
Why do you think people get
gay? I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like you're extra, but you're not like flamboyant.
If I'm in like high school, people are like, oh, shit. Really? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I've been having sex, yes. With women, yes.
Only.
Yes.
Interesting.
What I think only one time it wasn't. I will say I got flattered a bit, but it wasn't that I didn't see it coming. Okay. So we were playing a game, and it was somebody had to say one thing they like about each person at the table. And the person was like, oh, Des has really nice lips. And the other guy was like, oh my God, yes, he does. And his eyes, oh my goodness. And then the two just like, they went on a little quick spree, and it made me laugh. But I was flattered, but it was just like, yeah, I could see that.
Wait, was I there?
Yes, you were.
Wait.
I don't know why you're laughing.
Because I was like, this sounds familiar, but like I really don't remember what your compliments were.
Yeah.
It was about lips and eyes?
It was, say one thing that you like about each person at the table.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and the person was like, Des has really nice lips.
Who said that? The tall one or the short one?
Not short, the shorter one. The shorter one.
Oh, of course.
And the tall one was like, oh yeah, he does. And his eyes, and then our other friend was like, yeah, he does. Like the straight one was like, yeah, he does. He does.
So all the men there.
Yeah.
We're like, Des can get it.
Yeah.
Mateo. Come on, Des.
Joe, I'm scarred. That's not hilarious.
Des, you made a new. Did you guys exchange information?
No. I could tell he wanted to, but no.
Like, Mateo, like, not tonight, but I'm coming back on Friday.
Never. No, he can't come on a Friday. He's single.
No. He could come with you.
Joe?
You have the membership for the couples. I mean,
Joe, I hate you.
If you guys exchange information, so that means you have to go on another bi night, because that's when you can run into Mateo. You're not gonna meet him on couple and single women night.
Why do I tell you anything?
Listen,
why do I tell you anything?
I just want to advocate for Mateo. I think he has a lot to offer you.
I don't want it.
You're like, anything he has, I don't want it.
I don't want it.
No, I think that's so funny. It's like the way you told me, like, he was like, okay, like, I'll be back, basically.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't say those words, but like.
Imagine, like, okay, how do you guys feel at a club, but at a sex club? Which is why I could never go to a sex club. Like, that's. You could. Like, the thing is, if you're fully clothed, they understand you're just here to kind of observe.
True. Oh, true, because you guys did.
Yeah, and at first, nobody said anything because we're fully clothed.
Oh, okay.
But the second it's like, okay, you guys are kind of, okay, you're wearing shorts and a T-shirt. She has a towel wrapped around her with, her bra and stuff on. If she was naked, maybe more people would have been like, oh,
interesting.
So I think you can tell the level people are at based off of how much clothes they're wearing. There's people walking around with a towel around them, butt ass naked, belly and other things hanging out.
So you can tell the level that they're at based off of the clothes.
Based off of
so I can still wear my winter
jacket, snowsuit, and sit on the bench and drink your water and be completely fine. And nobody will come to you and be like, oh, no, because they see
can
that.
Can I join?
Can I get in that jacket with you? Yeah.
I love it.
But I do think you should go so you can see with your own eyes.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to lie. I'm curious not to participate. But like,
I told her you were.
It's just like when you hear like about like this like crazy porn and you're like, oh, like let me just click it and look. Like I'm not trying to like get in on it, but like I just want to see. I just want to like observe.
No, you can go. The next time we're going, if it's not a crazy night, then yeah. They said Halloween is their craziest time, which as soon as they said it, I was like, fuck, because she's super Halloween.
Freaks.
Masked up costume. And everything. Exactly. There's up to 750 people in there.
About how many would you say were there that night?
Like less than 100.
Because it was a weeknight,
It
right?
was middle of the week.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
there was for a weeknight there was a lot of people, but it wasn't enough to be like, okay, this place is full.
Sorry, that's my dog.
And we also don't know how many people were in the individual rooms.
True.
It could be 6. It could be 2.
60?
We don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I remember one point when we're in one of the orgy rooms, there's like a window there that you can see the other orgy room, and I turned over. And this guy is like having sex with this girl, and like we locked eyes, and I quickly turned my head. Sir, I don't want to do that to you. I know what that's like.
Yeah, but like some of them will probably like that.
Oh my God. I forgot. Mateo came back to us after. I forgot. How could I forget?
How could you forget?
So after the guy was like, can I touch? After that guy, I don't know what to call him. After that, I didn't get his name.
Call him John.
John. Okay. After John asked, and we were just chilling there, Mateo came over and sat right in front of us and was just like, man, you guys put on a show in there. And I was like, yeah, Mateo, leave us alone. And he was just like, yeah, man, you guys were doing your thing. I'm glad you guys are getting more comfortable. Yeah, da 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 da. And he just kept talking. Because I think in his head, like, okay, if I talk to them, maybe they'll kind of get back into it. And no.
Maybe they'll let me in.
But girlfriend was like, yeah, Mateo definitely wanted you. Like, she's like, he kept looking at you.
Mateo was trying, man.
Good
Mateo
for him.
shot his shot.
Good
Shoot. Come on.
And losers lose. Jesus. But I will definitely go back. I will.
I'll come with you guys if Mateo's there. I just want to see
How
it.
would I know if Mateo's there?
You should have taken his number.
Joe, I'm convinced you hate me. I think we should all go as a unit.
I've never seen a guy hit on you, and like I want to see it. I'd love that.
You've never seen it?
I don't think so.
No. Where would you have seen it? Like what? I'm like, never. It happens all the time. Yeah.
Wow.
So that wasn't my week, but that was the highlight of my week.
I mean, that was a week in itself.
Yeah, that's true. It sounded like a whole week.
You lived.
And it was only
lives.
3 hours.
Fighting for your life.
Whoa. After I promise you, like in my head, okay, the time that we were like just watching and she was just kind of like touching me, trying to get me in the mood.
Yeah.
I was kind of feeling it until Can I Touch came. As soon as Can I Touch came.
Oh, even with Mateo, you were okay.
What do you mean?
Because Mateo, when your eyes were closed, you heard him, but he didn't say, can I touch? He's like, can I join?
Yeah.
The Indian guy was, can I touch?
Yeah.
And then,
because I didn't see Mateo.
And then Dreads took you out of it a little bit.
Dreads literally.
Dreads almost knocked you off your feet. Like you were a little bit disoriented after.
Gone. I feel like, I feel like, you know when women like, they like that bondage, that like masculine, like do what I say, like I'm
he
daddy.
would have had his way with you.
Yes, like a bottom bitch.
Did you call him daddy?
No. What? I said like a woman who likes to call a man daddy. Like he seems like that.
So you would have called Dreads daddy?
No, I would not have called him shit. But he seems like the type of person that likes that.
You were gonna call Dreads daddy?
Yo, what's next?
Daddy
because
Dreads?
You're not listening.
Daddy Mateo? Mateo doesn't give me daddy vibes.
No, but Dreads does. Dreads, Joe. It was like this, right?
You guys heard that?
Close your eyes and then look at me.
Dreads gave Des daddy
Close
vibes.
your eyes and look at me. Close your eyes
okay.
and now look at me. Do you know what that's like?
I'm a woman. Yeah, I know that.
Like
maybe not with the meat out, but
he was looking at me with determination that he was going to come. I don't like that. It would be different if he was looking down and looking at her. Right. What she was, I can understand that.
Right. Like looking at you, but like only as like I'm imagining myself in that position.
No, look at her and imagine yourself in that position.
No, but isn't that what guys do though when they watch POV porn? Like that's the point because they're imagining themselves.
Yeah.
Like you're looking at the girl, but like you're looking.
But you're not locking eyes with the guy.
Right.
Like even when I watch porno, like I'm not looking in the guy's eye like, oh yeah, she's sucking that.
Well,
dick.
the eye lock is the difference between
everything.
Him wanting her
and wanting. Thank you. That is why I couldn't do it anymore.
Yes, Daddy Dreads. Okay, I love that.
I think it's about that time, please.
You want to just go to listener questions?
Please, because I can't. I cannot. I shan't anymore.
Wow, it's like, how do I even like come off of that? Like, ugh. I feel like I experienced that and I wasn't there.
I'm glad I can do that.
You painted a picture.
Thank you. I was scared. I was very
That's
scared.
definitely the picture that you painted.
Yeah.
Frightening.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What if one of them sees that?
I hope they do. You need to know what you're doing. It's
Mateo,
not okay.
If you're watching, slide into his DMs at DesiD18.
Mateo, if you're watching, you're a very nice guy. I appreciate the warm welcome. Just ask one time for the night. That's it.
I think maybe it seems like his approach was like friendly though. So like he wasn't.
That's why
like,
I said you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
But one time for the night is okay.
But maybe it's like you guys were just getting started and you weren't ready for him yet. So he's just like, I'm gonna come back a second time.
No, if we want you, we'd look for you. That's what you said. That's what you told
Mateo,
us. You told us if we needed you, we know where to find you. You'll
Mateo,
be around.
I'll work on him for you. I'll soften him up.
I can't get any softer than when I was that night.
I meant soften your heart.
Oh.
Mateo will soften your dick.
Didn't we say we're going to go on to listener question? I feel like that's where we're at.
Okay, yes. We're going to get into listener question. If you're listening, first of all, sorry, because this is a lot. But if you're listening and you want to be a part of the show, we would love to hear from you. So you can do so by going to thisquareroom.com/ask. You can ask us a question. You can tell us a story. You can, if you're Mateo, you can slide in. Like, I'm giving you permission. If you're daddy dreads.
You don't have consent. Don't look at me again, please.
If you're Mr. Dear John, can I touch?
Oh, God.
We want to hear from you.
We want to hear your perspective.
I want to hear from you. Can you imagine? Oh my God. I would die if I got the other perspective.
No.
Des, we couldn't handle
they were
it.
sitting there. The light was shining on them. They just look good.
Those juicy lips and those eyes.
Oh my God.
Yes, if you want to write in question, story, anything, thisquareroom.com/ask.
I would roll over and die.
We're going to do two questions today. The first one is from Jonathan, and he says, long time no see. Yeah. Jonathan is OG, but maybe.
No see.
Well.
Talk. Okay, because it was the C that got me going.
Jonathan says, hey guys, long time no see. Been a while, like before COVID kind of while, since I actually commented or did anything for your guys' podcast, mainly because I moved to Spotify, but I've listened to every episode and I was a little concerned when we didn't get just a normal podcast out on Tuesday, but I got real excited when the video one came out on YouTube on Wednesday. Love this podcast. It's something I look forward to every week. The exclusive episode was good. And yes, Des, I stopped in the middle of the episode to go put in the name and listen. I think everyone did that.
I told you everybody would do that.
And it's funny because I was like, guys, don't do that. Listen to this one.
Shut up, Joe.
The thing is, I would have done the same thing. I'd be like, oh, shut up, bitch. Pause. Hope 2023 will treat you guys well, and tell Hugh he needs to get his nuclear asshole back in the room. Much love, one of your favorite listeners.
Thank you.
Thank you for the love, Jonathan.
You just heard how my 2023 is starting.
Nice to hear from you. You started it with a bang?
No, I didn't even bang.
Well, I was going to say almost.
I didn't even bang.
Mateo was offering. Come on, man.
Could you? I can't even. Could you imagine I was getting head and Mateo came and asked for consent and I didn't hear and she said yes and he starts and I look down and it's not her?
Oh, it's just they pulled a swapperoonie.
I would never forgive her. Continue. What's the next question? I would never. Jonathan, thank you. I hope you're doing well.
Yes, thank you for listening, Jonathan.
I need help.
You're like, send help.
There's dicks everywhere.
But you said you'd be fine with the dicks. It's the eye contact with the dicks.
Yeah. But there's dicks everywhere. Like, maybe if there were, like, women, like, a good enough.
Did it smell like sex in there?
No.
Because you said it was really clean.
Yeah.
But
it didn't smell like anything.
Oh, they probably have a very good ventilation system.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Was it cold?
No, it wasn't hot. It wasn't cold.
Perfect temperature.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got the shits going.
Because, like, you don't want to be cold because then you're more likely going to want to cover up. But then the idea is not to cover up. But you don't want to be sweaty because that's BO and it's gross. So it's like they really have to.
They did good.
Wow. Okay, next question is from David. And David says, "Hi, Jonelle. Hi, Deswayne. I hope you two are doing well." I don't know how to hold my phone like that. I'm a longtime listener, but this is my first time writing in. I've heard you guys tell little bits and pieces of how you two met, and the story sounds interesting, but you never tell the full story and always tease that you will tell the audience the full story later. Well, my curiosity has gotten the better of me, and now I'm writing in to find out. If you don't mind sharing, please let myself and the rest of us know the full story as to how this hilarious friendship started.
Huh.
First of all, thank you for writing in, David. Okay, I will start. Well, we're gonna have to like tell our stories and like fill in the
perspectives,
the sides. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go right back to the beginning.
Okay.
Someone in my friend group, like one of my like girlfriends had a birthday party. She lived in a different like city.
They don't know how old you are.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it does. How we met? How'd you guys meet?
But it was my friend's birthday. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Because when I met him, I didn't meet you. I don't know. Like,
yeah. So if you're telling us.
No, not 14. I don't have to be like 15. I don't know exactly. Like high school, like 9.
So like
9th,
13,
10th
14.
Grade. No, 13, I would have been in 8th grade. It's like 14, 15. But
No,
I feel like
when you're 13, you would have.
No, my birthday's in the summer, so I'm
August.
always the same
Yeah, okay.
age. Nice try, though. Whatever. Like, you guys get it. Like, that age, but I don't exactly remember. Like, 14, 15. So it was my friend's birthday. I remember she had, like, she's like a like sushi thing and, like, whatever. Point is, she had friends from elementary school. She was in a different city. So she invited some of them up, and it was, like, cool. And, you know, we met these guys. I think in the past we've called the guy Adam.
Okay.
So we're gonna say Adam, and I guess I have to use the other one's name.
No, we can say Mateo.
You're okay with using that name?
Bad memories.
You're okay with using that name?
Yeah, his name doesn't bother me. He does.
Well, no, because of our question,
Marcus.
Because of the question of the day, I'm like, I might as well use the other one's name.
Yes, you're right. Yes.
That's why.
Okay.
So we're gonna say Adam and Quisi, right? And some other friends, but those are the two that are like the most important to this story. So I meet them just through a friend, you know, but they're very nice. Like I hit it off in like a mutual, like, but like a little bit of a flirty way with Quisi, but like everyone was cool. It wasn't anything crazy. You know, exchange social media, blah, blah, blah. And then I think like a couple weeks, months later, Quisi had a thing at his house and invited the birthday girl and like her friends, aka us, and so like we hung out a few times, but Adam and I, you know, became better friends. And it's funny though, because like I did start to develop a crush on Quisi, but Adam was his best friend, and like I started to develop a friendship with Adam, and it was cool, you know, like Adam had a crush on the birthday girl, Adam had a crush on my best friend, had a crush on me, had a crush on like, you know, it was whatever, but like we were just friends. Adam and I actually ended up dating Quisi, aka Adam's best friend. But yeah, so that's how I know Adam. Do you want to say how you know Adam?
I went to school with Adam. Grade 9, started high school. I met him in grade 9 because he was loud and obnoxious. And loud and obnoxious people always kind of meet each other at a point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I met him in grade 9. We used to play dominoes together, skip class and play dominoes. Yeah.
So one day I remember I was in English class, and it was like a very like put your phone in your backpack or put it away, you know, while you're in class. So I remember class finished. I'm walking through the hallway, pull up my phone. I look, have a text message from a number that I don't know. And it said, "Hey, it's Adam. Call me back or text me back when you get this." So I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And then I get a text message back.
Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
All right. So now, flip to my perspective. So it's lunchtime. Lunch is almost over. Adam comes to me and he's like, "Can I use your phone?" If me and you are friends, I'm not going to question why you need my phone. I don't really care. Sure, here you go. Yeah, I'm going to go text my girl, blah, 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 blah. Cool, no problem. Do your thing. Here's my phone. I have this period next, so just give me my phone by this period. Okay, cool. So now Bell rings. I'm going to that period. I was going into the library because we had to do some stuff on the computer. Sorry. And then he meets me at the doors and he's like, here's your phone. That's all he says. Here is your phone. No problem. So now I'm in the computer lab and my phone vibrates. Zoop, zoop. Continue.
Well, let me backtrack a little bit. Like I said, Adam and I did develop a genuine friendship. And it's weird. Like we would, I remember like we would like talk after school sometimes. And it wasn't just me and him. It was like me, him, my other friends. You know, like we would all like have 3 conversations, but he and I, we talked a lot. Again, just friendly. He knew that I had a crush on his best friend. He knew what it was, but it was, I think maybe he told you as his girlfriend just because of like, we were becoming close friends. Mm-hmm. But like, and you know me, I can be guilty of like the whatever, but like, of like, you know, being friendly and being mistaken for flirting. I was like, I should probably say in case you
didn't say a word.
I just assume they know, but I'm like, no, I the thing is though, I really don't think if I'm talking to you and like you're like, oh, so have you talked to Queasy? And I'm like, oh yeah, we talked and like he's so nice and like we're literally talking about the guy I have a crush on. I don't think you can misinterpret that, you know? And the fact that not all of our conversations were private. It was like group conversations and you know, so I really don't think it was anything, but can't control how other people think and other people feel. So like Des says, his phone goes off. I text back something along the lines of like, hey, like what's up or something. Like, you know, I was just responding to the text. Like I got a text saying to text me back. So I texted back, hey, just got a class. What's up?
So me being me, and you're texting my phone. Mm-hmm. Hey, just got a class. What's up? I know it's not for me.
I'm just texting a random number that texted me.
I know.
I don't know if he got a new phone, a new number, if this is a friend's phone. He didn't say. He just said, hey, like, this is Adam. Text me back.
So I know that it's not for me. I know it's for him. But I can't help but engage in conversation.
Of course.
So she's like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, nothing much. Just da-da-da-da. You know, by the way, it's not whoever texted you, you know, blah, blah.
You said Adam like was using my phone.
But anyways, how are you? Like, you know, casual conversation. Then we got into what school you go to. Then we realized like, oh, I know a girl that goes to your school. Oh, you know that girl? Oh, I know that girl too. We're in the same dance class. Oh, so we started kind of talking from there.
Dance team.
Oh, I thought it was a class.
No. After school extracurricular.
Yeah, and for me, it was just like, whatever. Like, I'm just texting somebody. I don't really care.
Yeah, and same. I was like, oh, shoot. Like, this is like a friend of a friend of a friend. Like, you knew, like, my friend from my school. You knew Adam. I was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, nice guy, very chatty, but, like, whatever.
Yeah. And then I think we talked for a while. Like, it wasn't that one day.
I think it was.
No.
Maybe a day or two, but like it was just like texting back and forth. And then it was like, oh, like, what's your social media? I remember like Facebook.
Yes.
Right. And then like nothing ever came from it.
No, I think we talked for like less than a month.
No, not even that long.
It was.
Was it?
I remember because Adam was furious. I saw it in his eyes, which made me want to message you more because he used to talk about you. He was like, oh, yeah. Like,
oh, yeah. You need to tell them like.
So as far as I know.
Keep in mind, this is Des doesn't know me. He's just heard.
Yes, I hear stories about a girl that is in love with this guy, and they've done stuff at Wonderland and this.
In love with what guy? Adam.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderland is our like local like theme park.
Yeah, is our Disney World.
It's not Disney
It's
World.
Not. Yeah, they done stuff at like Wonderland and like.
Done stuff?
Yeah. You didn't give him a hand job at Wonderland? I'm just asking.
Maybe a high five at most. He said I gave him a hand job at Wonderland?
Yeah. And the thing is, he told the group and nobody believed him. Because we're like, no.
Because he's that type of guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That everyone's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, and he was just like, yeah, like, she's rich. So when I told him, like, oh, yeah, you know, me and her are texting.
You got to tell them, like, you got to show the difference, like, between how he talked about me before versus after.
Before it was like a in love thing, like, oh, like she likes me, I like her, like everything's great. And the second that I'm like, oh yeah, me and her talk, blah blah blah.
Once he realized that Des and I talk, so now he knows that the cat's out the bag.
Yeah, I know the truth.
Des
know the truth.
Because I'm like, dating? No.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
And like, he stopped talking about her at all, unless it was like how's your girl?
Thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, you ask her for this, she'll get you anything. Oh, she's rich. She's da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. Like, okay.
He was big.
Oh, did you talk to her today? Like, he was hurt.
I think his biggest regret is texting me from
100%,
her phone.
100%. And it should be. It should be. I don't know why you would do I don't know why you would do that. At least if you're going to do that.
Knowing the type of person you are, he could have texted me from anyone else's phone.
That's what I'm saying.
They probably wouldn't even responded to me.
Or at least text you back and be like, hey, I don't have this phone number and I don't have this phone anymore.
We'll talk later. Like, you don't need to respond.
Done. Mm-hmm. And it would have been fine. I would have probably never met you. But you done fucked up. Yeah. And then we stopped talking for about a year.
Yeah. Well, close to. It was like, yeah, when he says we stopped talking, it was like, because we still never met. Mm-mm. It was just like social media, texting, whatever. And then I remember, because I had you on Facebook, I remember seeing like one day, like your picture just like changed to this like a baby. And I was like, okay, like I guess he loves his little brother a lot, like, but I was like, sure. But then I think you also changed the name.
Yes.
And I was like, And I don't know if you messaged me or I messaged you, but it was like like a, hey, what's going on? Maybe knowing you was probably you.
That's what I was gonna say. It was probably me, to be honest.
And then that's when you revealed like you had a baby, and I was like, oh shit, like we're just babies ourselves, damn. And like and then from there we started talking again. Yep. How are you? Catching up. Da da da. We're like, yo, we've been talking, like we've known each other
for about a year,
and we have never met. So it was like, okay, we should meet up. I think we have told the story about the first time we hung out, which is when we went to see a scary movie. Yep. Des was acting, first of all, he was weird. Like Des is chatty, Des is extra, Des is charismatic. Des was quiet. Des was weird. Des was like staring. Des, and like he was not even like opening his eyes a lot. Like it was just like it was so weird. And then he went from quiet and like, oh yeah, whatever, which was not the Des I knew, to
screaming,
like running down the aisles, like running, like like an old black lady in church who caught the Holy Ghost, like literally.
Did you see what happened in that movie? I'm scared.
No spoilers, but it was like every little jump scare, every little creak, every little intense part of the music. Des was ready to go, and he was
not ready to go. I was gone.
And like, yes, it was entertaining, but because I was with this person and it was so extra, I was like,
I remember being at the bottom like of the steps.
He was actually ready to run out.
I looked up and I'm like, why are you not gone? And she's like, get back up here right now. People in the theater dying. And I'm like, did you see that? Did you see that? No. And she's like, you're so embarrassing. Get here.
I'm still embarrassed thinking about it.
And I'm pretty sure for like not the rest of the movie, but most of the rest of the movie, I just stared at you. I just sat there and I just stared at you like this.
Yeah, which is creepy. I'm meeting this guy for the first time. We're in a dark theater and I feel him. We're sitting beside each other. You're on my left.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's so creepy.
I was so scared.
Anyways, after the movie, When Our Separate Ways, I'm surprised I even spoke to you again. Like, you were just...
I'm surprised you took the bus you took. I didn't think you were taking that bus.
That's the bus I needed to take
to
get
know
home.
That. I thought you took the one that goes straight. Never mind.
It did go straight.
No, we went to Shepherd first.
And then we went straight.
Yeah, but I thought you would take the one that goes straight up. That's it. Like where you moved to after.
Right, but when I met you, it's like you had never been to that house.
No.
So I lived, somewhere different.
Yeah. But it was great. Here we are.
Yeah, and that's how we know each other. Adam later went on to
different endeavors.
He so I actually ended up dating the friend that Adam knew I had feelings for.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't any surprise. We dated for like a year-ish. I can't remember.
And I think they stopped being friends.
No, they were friends through it, but like they had to have like a conversation like, yo, you like my girl. And he was like, no, I'm over it, but then afterwards, like it was weird. Adam actually wrote like this like note. It was kind of like a poem.
Oh, talking shit.
This was after.
Oh, he's talking shit.
After Des, after like I can't remember if Queasy and I had broken up or not, but this was after all of that. And I'm thinking me and Adam are good. I'm like, he knew I didn't like him like that. We've had so many conversations. I remember one day I was home. I was watching Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one, because you guys know that's my favorite like superhero. And I think it was Spider-Man 2. And I was watching it, but like you're on the phone, but like, you know? And it's like I'm watching the show, and then he said something about having feelings for me. But like I was distracted. So I was like, huh? And then he said it again. I was like, and I literally was like, but you know how I feel about Queasy. Like, and he was like, yeah. Like, you're right. And I was like, okay, like, we're good, right?
Good. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, like, you know, it's just, and I was like, yeah, no, it's cool. Like, we good. And yeah, so, cut to like 2-3 years later. Keep in mind, he has now pursued some of my friends in between. But I guess he was always still a little salty. He wrote like a poem, and it was very poetic. It was about him and his life and turmoil and how
ups and downs,
you know. And then he starts talking about a girl, and maybe if you didn't know me, you wouldn't know it's me. But if you know me, then you know he was writing about me. It was one of those things. It's like, if you know, you know.
Yep. And
he was like, you know, I just want to take her for a drive. And I just, you know, and at first of all, it was just weird anyways, because we weren't like that. But it was like, you know, I just want to take her for a drive.
I don't think you drove.
No, I don't think I drove at the time either. We were young. And he was just like, oh, you know, I just want to drive that bitch right over a cliff.
Yep.
And I was like, what? You want to kill me?
Yes.
Because I didn't want you?
Yes.
Yikes. And I remember talking to him, and I cussed him out, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll take it down. And he did, but I was just like, the fuck?
This nigga.
Yeah, so, he, I guess, hates me because here's the thing, I genuinely, like, really liked him as a friend. Like, we had a good friendship.
No. It seemed like a good friendship because he liked you.
Well, true.
Yeah.
From my perspective,
yes,
we were homies.
Yeah.
Like, that was my dog, you know?
Yeah.
But, turns out he was just a dog. Like all other men. No, I'm joking. Yeah, and I guess I don't know if he hated you. He always seemed to be cool with you, but like, he was mad. He was mad at you.
I think it's
because you ruined his fantasy.
Yes,
because at the very least, we went to separate schools in different cities, and before Des knew his little secret that he was making up this, you know, like when they say, like, when you're young, you're like, oh, I have a girlfriend, but she goes to a different school.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Yeah, the only thing is he didn't make someone up. I was a real person, but I was not his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Never, ever. He was never an ex. It was never like that. But
and I don't think it was just the truth. I think it was the fact that me and you spoke often.
Yeah.
And like, I purposely would bring it up. Like, I purposely
petty.
Yeah, 100%. Because I know you're being stupid right now. Like him. Like, why are you being stupid? Relax. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
Oh, did you talk to your girlfriend last night? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, he's clearly saying that because like he's salty that like he was once telling you guys that I was his girlfriend. Exactly. Now all of a sudden I'm your girlfriend. Like, okay.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
All
yes,
right.
yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, I did. She's doing great. Have you spoken to her recently?
Yeah. I think the paintball gun you got me. Oh God, I threw that in his face.
Over Christmas?
Yeah.
Was he? Oh no! Because for Queasy's birthday, one year, like I took him and his friends paintballing, and Adam
I brought it to school and everything. Throw it in his face.
Why would you do that?
Because he's being stupid.
Yeah, but that's why he wanted to drive me over a cliff.
No, 100%.
I'm like, that's a crazy way to kill somebody. And it's not just he wanted to kill me. He was driving too. Like, we were both going to go over. Like, I don't think you understand. No. I don't think you understand how scary that was. To like really like, at first, I remember I was on a bus because it was summer. It was like July, and I was in like summer school with my friend. And it was like after school, and we're on the bus on the way home, and like I was like reading it. And I looked at, and like, it was like, she looked at it and she kind of like laughed. It was like a ha! wait. Because, like, you realize how, like,
Yeah.
serious it is. And I was like, yo, that's not cool.
I had a girl go up to my mom and be like, I hope your son and this girl drive off a cliff and die. And then walked away. In church.
Oh, no.
In church.
Ooh, not
and my
in
mom
church.
came to me like, what did you do to her? And that's when I was like, oh, she knows. She knows. She knows.
And I know she knows.
Yeah.
It's so, like, I remember one time, again, post me turning him down, our friend had a conversation where, like, it was like another, like, 3-way conversation, I think. And she was, like, kind of teasing him, which I was like, why would you do that? And she was just like, oh, yeah, like, you know you want Joe. And he was like, wanting her was like wanting cancer. And I was like, well, I guess you wanted cancer then, boo-boo.
I guess you got what you wanted.
No, he didn't get
No, he didn't get it. He didn't get you, right. Yeah, sorry. I was in the moment.
Anyway.
I was in the moment.
He didn't get cancer. I mean, we're not in contact now, so I don't know. But, like, we're not wishing that on anyone.
No. That's why I knocked on
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
I think this is, like, better wood than I don't know. But yeah, so that's the origin story. And then, like, literally from then on, we've maintained a friendship.
Yeah.
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 Thanks, Adam.
We stopped talking for like a year, two, 3. We stopped talking for a couple of years.
Well, like I said, there was the 1 year in between.
Yeah. And then
There was another 5.
Oh, 5. There you go.
Yeah.
That was like 3.
It was like 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Was it 5? It was probably like 5. yeah. But yeah, that's how the cookie crumbles. That's
like,
how we met.
Yeah, it's like weird. Like, you know, it happened in a very weird way. It happened because of Dez's personality, truly. Dez's personality and Adam's trifling lying self.
Yeah.
Because if he wasn't trying to portray like, oh, I have this girlfriend at another school.
You know what's crazy? I also have another friend that, like, I'm really good. I don't talk to her as much, but, like, we still keep contact and what's going on in each other's lives. And I met her like only Dez would meet somebody this way. And every time I think about it, I'm just like, what is wrong with me?
I wonder too.
We are on one of those chat websites, vibe.to.
Okay. Yeah. I was never like on it.
Okay,
like,
but you know what it is.
Yeah.
So we're on like a chat website where you just build a profile.
Because it was only a Toronto thing, like .to.
Yeah. It was something kind of like MySpace for those of you who don't really get it. If you know what MySpace is.
I was never really, I feel like I was never on MySpace either. Like, I feel like
I was on fucking everything.
I was trying to like get on it when it was like on the way out.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Well, I was young and like I didn't know and I didn't care.
Younger. I wanted gal. Yeah, so I'm on vibe.to. Me and this girl are inboxing. She looks sweet. Dark skin. I know I'm doing good because she's messaging back like this. So finally I ask her for her MSN, right? For those of you, no, you need to know what, if you don't know what MSN is, I don't even want.
Did you ever use AOL? I feel like
Of course I did.
Really? I was going to say,
everything.
I feel like that's before our time.
It is.
How young were you were you like in diapers on these chat rooms? Because that sounds so like old to me. I know like the little doo-doo-doo AOL, you got mail. But like I did use MSN for a little bit. But again, I feel like I was like late to the party or something. But like.
I probably had MSN since like grade 5, grade 6.
No, it sounds like for you had it
because my mom had these things because my mom was young, right?
Yeah.
So she had these things and she would show me them and she let me make my own email address.
Yeah, but it's like, who are you talking to at this age? Your friends?
My cousins at first. Oh. And then friends got it and then random strangers and people across the world and.
Yeah, I was never like in like random chat rooms where you could like talk to anybody. I was so scared that I was going to get kidnapped and murdered and chopped up and eaten.
Well, that's understandable. I'm glad you're aware of those things. Mm-hmm. I was not aware of the dangers. But yeah, so me and her messaging back and forth. Finally, I'm like, what's your MSN? So she gives it to me. I look at it. I memorize it. Talk to my mom for a bit. Go back to the computer. MSN. Type it in. She accepted. She's online. Booyaka. We're talking immediately. And we're talking from 5 p.m. till about 10. At 10, she's telling me this is the last time me and her are going to talk because she's running away from home. I'm sorry. You're a year younger than me.
That took a turn.
I believe at this point I was in grade 8 and she was in grade 7.
So she's like maybe like 11, 12.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, what do you mean you're running away from home? That's white people shit. No, but what do you mean you're running away from home? And she's telling me her and her mom don't get along and this and that. And I'm like, okay, I understand that. But that doesn't mean you need to run away from home. And, you know, her mom called the police on her again. And this is like the second time in like couple weeks. And like when the police come to her house at this point, they know her. And so I'm talking her through it, right? So police come to the house. So she's like, okay, they're here. I got to go. And I'm like, no, you're not coming offline. You're going to stay online. And you're going to leave your computer open. Don't log out, nothing. Because you know when you put your computer to sleep, it puts you offline.
Okay.
So I know if you put your computer to sleep or whatever, leave it on because you're not going to want your mom to read your stuff. So you have to come back. Okay. That's my train of thought. So I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to wait till you come back. She went. I told her, you know, be nice. Don't, you know, whatever. Mm-hmm. Leave it alone. So she went, spoke to them. Whatever happened. She came back. Great. And we spoke the rest of the night on MSN. And from that day, me and that girl have been friends. Now, here's the fun part. At the end of that conversation that night, how did you get my email address? I said, you gave it to me. When? I said, you gave it to me on...
I knew it.
You gave it to me on Vibe.
When you said I memorized it, I was like, I know what the twist is going to be. You got the wrong email address and you added a random...
the wrong email address. I got the right email address. I typed it in wrong. Their names were the exact same thing. Their email address was like a couple numbers off. And that's what it was. And I got a random girl that lived in Mississauga, never been on Vibe.to, didn't even know what it was at that time.
So she just didn't question like who you were?
She didn't question it until like...
the end.
Hold on, sir. Who art thou?
Okay, I mean, her stranger danger
is yeah. And like, given her personality, I understand because she's very friendly like that. And then she'd be like, "Do I know you?"
Yeah, but that's actually very like, I don't know. I think that's like a cute way to meet someone. I
like when I think about it, I'm like, it's very nice. Like I like it, you know. There's a lot of things that she's.
You just
been
stay talking to randoms.
Randoms, I don't know. I guess I don't know.
But you know, you create genuine friendships from it. So
yeah, like she's having a baby. She told me she's having a baby. Nice. And before I said nice, I was like, wait a minute. Was this planned or unplanned? Because you said you didn't want no damn kids. And she's like, you asshole, it was planned. I'm like, oh, congratulations.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But yeah, I do speak of random things.
Well, I think we should do a listener question.
Oh. Listener question? Because we just finished that.
Question of
the day.
You know where I was. See, here's the thing. You need to like have my back and be like,
I do.
No, you called me out just now. That's not having my back. You're supposed to like cover for me.
Ooh, sorry. Next time, call Mateo.
I will.
No, don't.
I'm summoning him and you keep telling me no. So like, make up your mind.
She said I'm summoning him. Oh my God.
Like the devil.
Oh my God.
Well, in your eyes, you're like, I rebuke it. So
rebuke.
Please, I can't because I'm gonna just start dying if I think about that story. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna do our question of the day.
Yeah.
Question of the day is, and it's funny because it does tie into what I was saying. Des is going to be different, but what is your first love's name and the reason you fell in love with him or her? And my first love's, well, here's the thing. I had to think about it when I saw the question because I'm like, was this my first love? You're like, you don't know if it's like real love.
Yeah.
But at the time, I felt like it was love.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's what you have to go with.
To me, that was also like my first like real relationship.
Okay.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you have like your little boyfriends before, but like
whatever. Hold my hand. Don't.
It's like literally I remember one time in elementary school. I want to say his name, but like He's not gonna listen.
Peter? I don't know. I just said a random name to help you out.
No. His name was Ashton.
Okay.
And like.
Oh.
What?
Sorry.
What?
What high school did he go to?
Not mine.
Why do I know that name?
We went to elementary school together.
Oh, there was somebody at camp named Ashton. A girl.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
No, we went to like neighboring high schools, but
Okay.
we went to the same elementary school. So he was like my boyfriend in elementary school, and I remember like it was like, oh, you want to like hold.
He's
hands,
not listening. Why are you whispering?
Because it's like cute and sweet. It's like you want to like hold hands for the first time, and I remember holding his hand and like his palms are sweaty, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. And, like, but like that's it. Like like actually in high school he did try to teach me how to drive stick.
Mm-hmm.
Like he came over once. Well. Like, just, like, to hang out. Like, because we were friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
It's not for me.
You know when someone's giving you lessons and you're like, you're not
Teaching
the one to teach me.
Yeah.
And then he's a football player, so he tried to, like, we were, like, watching TV on, like, the big screen in my living room, in my family room, and he was, like, trying to explain it. But, like, that was my first time actually watching football. Yeah. And I'm like, there's extra lines. He's like, oh, but those are just there for the TV. And I'm like, why are there some lines when I'm watching versus, like, in real... Yeah, I still can't.
I can tell.
Anyways, it wasn't him though. I would say, well, actually, maybe he was like a little, but that's not love though.
No.
I would say it was Queasy, the guy, Adam's bestie.
Dun, 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 dun.
But I told you guys, like, Adam knew what it was. He knew how I felt about his. He knew. I mean, I was clear, and if you don't want to. Listen, that's not my fault. But what was the other part of the question? The reason? I don't know. I think he was just very kind. Like for someone so young, mm-hmm. He was kind. He was like attentive. He was just sweet. Mm-hmm. And it like resonated with me, and he was fun and like, mm-hmm. And
yeah,
that's all you really need.
True.
Yeah. I don't think there was like one big thing or like one like grand gesture. It was just like the little things, the little like he was just very like thoughtful for us being
he seemed
young.
Like that type.
Yeah, you met him?
No,
because he didn't go to Adam's school.
Nope.
They went to different schools. So
I just knew about him from Adam and from you.
Yeah, Adam's bestie.
Yeah. For me, okay, now.
Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure he's like being married. I don't know if he has kids. Like,
Adam?
He's just like no, Queasy.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Like, because we haven't talked since like university days. But I mean, he's cool. Like, no, I don't think there's bad blood on his end.
Nah,
I don't think so.
Shouldn't be.
No, I don't think so.
For me, okay, so when I was in second grade, there was this girl, right? And her name was Katie. And she had these light blue eyes. She had curly hair. She's a white girl.
Yeah, from the name I can tell. and the blue eyes.
And I felt like I really loved this girl. I promised to God I did.
Second grade? So you're like 7?
I
6?
promise you I felt like I loved this girl. I'm just saying, it was the first, no, maybe not the first, but it was the first time I've had this feeling towards somebody, okay. Right? Mm-hmm.
That's young. I feel like at that age, I was just like,
when it's me, is it young?
Okay.
Yeah, and we were supposed to kiss behind the dumpster.
Romantic.
It was me and my two other best friends, a guy and a girl, and the girl was her best friend. So it was like,
okay,
yeah. And she was very like girly and very like, those girls in gym class who were like, no, don't pass me the ball. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, protect you. It was very much like that. I didn't kiss her because I was too nervous. And then somebody was like, Des, turn around. And I turn around and my mom is standing there staring at us.
Sorry, that's a jump scare.
I ran home. I didn't say a word to them. I grabbed my bag and I ran past my mom and I ran home. So it's a good thing I didn't kiss her.
Did your mom like say anything?
We never spoke about it. She just beat me for not being home when I should have been home.
Do you think if you didn't run home, she would have beat you right there? Is she one of those parents? No. She's like, wait till I get home.
Yeah. Okay. It's always a wait till you get home.
No, not with every parent.
No. With my mom, it was always wait till you get home. But that's not the first girl. That's the first girl I felt like, but the first person I will say that I can say that I fell in love with is coincidentally the person I'm dating right now.
Oh.
When we were younger, fuck. Why does she watch these stuff?
She's grinning from ear to ear right now.
I know that. When we were younger, I was very shy. I was very to myself, and like they were all older than, like, all my friends were older than me for the most part. So seeing them was kind of like, ooh, what are you guys doing? Mm-hmm. And they were hitting puberty and all these things. Now, I had a crush on her, and I knew I did, and I used to write her love notes.
From you guys knew each other through church?
Through church.
Yeah.
So I would see her at only once a week.
You were front and center with church.
I was writing her love notes, giving it to her, and she was just like, no, like, you're too young.
She was not checking for you.
She was not. And I wouldn't stop.
I don't blame her, though, at that age. I think the older you get, age doesn't matter.
Exactly. Because when I was in grade 3, she's in grade 5.
Oh, she's only 2 years older than you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 3.
It seems like 3 because of when our birthdays are. So for most of the year, it's 3.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. But, yeah, no, I, like, at that age, it's like, the difference feels huge, and I understand that. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You don't, because you're the one going for the older one, whereas on her, she's just
understand.
She's like, are you still in diapers? Like, No, I get why she was just like not looking in your direction.
I just kept shooting my shot.
Shooter's gonna shoot.
Yeah, eventually she was like, oh, fine. The reason why I really liked her, it's fell in love. Or is it really like?
Yeah, it's the reason why you fell in love.
The reason. She was the opposite of me. She seemed very outgoing, very like.
Because back then you were very.
Yeah.
He was a little bitch. No, I'm just.
Seriously.
You were just more sensitive.
Very, like, if you yell at me, you see it in my face, I want to cry, and as soon as I walk away, I'll cry. I won't cry in front of everybody, but I'm gonna cry later.
So you were attracted to the confidence, like,
yes,
you kind of saw what you wanted to be in her.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
And like I really liked it. I very much admired it. Like, she didn't care what you have to say. Like, I don't care what you think about me, and da. That's what it. That's what I liked about her. And I still do like that about her. And one, whoa, plot twist. One day, this girl, let's call her Anna. One day, Anna was having a sleepover at somebody else's house. It wasn't Anna's house, but it was, church friend's house. Yeah, you can have your sleepover here. So it was a co-ed sleepover, guys, girls, whatever. Anna's the youngest one because she's a month younger than me.
Okay.
But I'm one of the youngest ones there. All the guys are trying to get into the room because the girls are all in the room doing God knows what, and I don't care because I'm shy and I'm scared. So I'm on the couch most of the time watching the movie that we all should be fucking watching, but everybody's in the room. So anyways,
guys, I thought the movie.
Yeah, and they're all trying to get into the room, and like the parent, because it was one parent that was there, they were just chilling, like, whatever. But they already know, like, no, none of that funny business. So anyways, I go to the bathroom. I'm coming from the bathroom, and the guys are still trying to get into the room. One of the girls pulled me into the room with all girls. There's like 6 girls in there, maybe 7.
It reminds me of like a cartoon when they're like snatched into the room.
Literally, that's what it was. Snatched me into the room and pushed me on the bed. So I'm sitting on the bed like this. I'm just so scared.
About to burst into tears.
I'm so scared. And all the guys are
today would be like,
yeah. All the guys are like,
there's no Mateo with his dick out, like, you're good, right?
Or the black guy with the dreads,
or Daddy Dreads, yeah.
Or John. I know.
Or Dear John,
yeah. So they dragged me into the room, and everybody's like, oh no, let me in, Des. And I'm like, can I go, please? And the girls are like, no, stay. We're having a strip tease. Da 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 da. They were just being stupid though.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that age.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're just like dancing around, like, oh, are we making you nervous? And I am freaking
You're
out.
like, yes.
So two of them decide that they're gonna kiss me on the cheek at the same time. I'm freaking the fuck out. I am freaking the fuck out. Who are the two people? My girlfriend
and Anna.
Anna is someone that later on in life plays a big part in my life.
For some of our older listeners, you don't have to be an OG, but if you're an OG since Des joined,
yes,
that's Anna.
Yes.
If you guys know, you know.
Yeah.
We can maybe reiterate that story another day, but
yeah, not right now.
No, because that's not.
Yeah,
it's not about her. But
so it's just such a coincidence that those are the two that kissed me on the cheek that night, and then the future played a whole different role.
Isn't it crazy how like life turns out?
Crazy.
Like your first love is like your last love.
Yeah.
And then like the one in between was like also a very significant love. Mine was a messy situation, which also is like showing itself in my current love life.
Yeah.
Look, we've both come full circle, but like not in a good. I'm not high fiving to that. No, for you, a high five for you.
Why not? I wouldn't have met you if it wasn't for your love.
Well, it wasn't for the love. Adam wasn't my love.
I know, but maybe,
I didn't meet you because of that one.
Yeah, because if Adam wasn't friends with Queasy and Queasy didn't know the girl whose birthday it was, and you weren't friends with that.
But no, she knew them both though. He wasn't like his plus one. They all went to elementary school together.
I thought he was a plus one.
No. They all knew each other pretty well. Yeah. So like maybe even if Queasy wasn't there, Adam still would have been at the birthday party. Like,
and then it would have been you and Adam. Forever and ever.
No, because I wasn't interested.
Driving off a cliff.
You know what? I think that's a good place to end it. I think that's super sweet. Yeah, I don't know. Any final words? He's like, Mateo?
Don't look anybody in the eye if they're doing stuff. It's not nice. It's not nice. They don't like it.
Oh my gosh. All right. You can find us on our social media at This Square Room. We have a TikTok now. So if you're on TikTok, follow us, This Square Room, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Again, if you ever want to write in, it's thissquareroom.com/ask. If you're on a desktop or a laptop, there is a Ask Us tab. If not, you can do the /ask. But also like on the homepage, there's like a button. Like we make it very easy. Thissquareroom.com is a place to go. He's Desi D. I'm Jonelle Wilson. Desi D 18.
Thank you.
I'm Jonelle Wilson on social media, on Instagram. You only have Instagram though. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do I even have Instagram?
You do.
Yeah.
Stop.
Barely.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next Tuesday.